What up? It's Kickapoo back again. Okay, so I'm gonna pause real quick because I just found out some information and it's got me going. It don't ruffle my feathers. To the right people that's watching, if you know here in Kansas, a certain institution that I be talking about, they are so freaking grimy. And yes, this has to do with people who have disabilities. Do you understand? They are taking advantage of these people. They are testing some shit out on them. I don't know if this is from pharmaceutical shit. I don't know the extent, but I know that whatever they got going on is not legal. And I know that they just recently started updating their system. There's been no cameras. There's been nothing. Um, Everything's been on paper for years and years, and it was like that because they've been getting away with murder. They've been getting away with a lot, and right now, the people that work for this certain institution, if you're speaking out on it and you're trying to look out for the people you take care of, they are going after those people, trying to get them fired. And this is currently. And yes, I can relate with this. So I'm just putting it out there for whoever's listening and watching this, because I know you are. That's happening currently. They're even lying to people's families about what's happening. They're lying to their legal guardians. Okay? And there's more than a handful of witnesses that can absolutely back that up. You understand? Yeah. These people are sick. They're crazy. Okay? Anyways, wrong moves. Somebody's in debt. And this is probably not related to what I was just talking about, but somebody's in debt. Look, we got infected. We got kissing cousins, or it could just have to do with somebody's cousin. We got Tennessee and connection. Somebody could have a connection to Tennessee. We got letter S. Trick or treat. Tricking and treating. Somebody has face tats. Guilty got them shook. Somebody's realizing they were on the wrong side. They created an illusion. Ritual, spell work. Somebody could have paid for this, but it's energy pimping. Somebody could have used all this energy and turned it against their ass. And that's like triple confirmation what they're doing. We got boss, CO, somebody who's calling shots, a part of this cult coven, gang stalking. They're all delusional. And whoever they came for, they thought was a punk. They didn't know this person was so savage. But this is a surprise. We got webcam, remote viewing. Yeah, they were taking advice from haters, being dumb. I'm sorry. I ain't sorry. We got motorcycle. Birds of a feather flock together. They tried to make somebody seem crazy for telling the truth. Hazing initiation. Yeah. Cult Coven Club. We also have something staged. Fake relationship, something for show. This was superficial. An arrangement. Also got addictions. Somebody could have got disowned, ran off on the plug. Now somebody's trying to get information on somebody. Somebody also could have pretended to be a part of this group and got some type of information on them and they don't know this. Or this could be the person that got disowned as well. Okay, something fraudulent here, stolen money, stolen identity, and signatures. Dodge SUV. This is injustice, this is unethical, and this is grounds for a lawsuit that somebody will win because they owe money. Dark web, that's confirmation. We got letter Q. It's hard for them to to face the monster they created. Being followed, following someone else. And gifts are coming. Tables are turning. And this is a side note. This has nothing to do with this, but speaking of some fraudulent bullshit, be aware of people that scam and they're pretending to work for like Amazon. Like, even if it's like your Amazon Prime account, your Amazon account, there's people scamming, pretending to work for these companies. In particular, somebody named Sandra. And whoever this lady is named Sandra, it's crazy that letter S is right here. But whoever you are, Sandra, you scammed money from somebody. You took money and something bad is going to happen to you for doing that. Okay, just had to get that out there. Moving on. Yeah. People are trying to get a reaction. They're trying to push somebody's buttons. We got green eyes, and you got to put it where it fits. Minnesota. Somebody with green eyes from Minnesota. They could also live in Kansas, right? They should have never messed with somebody. Now they're probably a believer. Yeah, especially if your name's Logan. Something bad gonna happen to your ass, too. Somebody knows what the fuck you did. I know, it's not all good. It's not all good. And then here we go again with Jen. Yeah, they watching your ass. Chain of fools. Yep, this chain of fools. And karmic justice coming in, baby. This is called sacrifice gone wrong. Yep. Confirmation for green eyes. Someone's still alive, motherfucker. Still breathing, ho. And that's confirmation that this person is probably an Aquarius because we got the star reversed. That's Aquarius reversed. Okay? Yeah, it came out reversed. This is despair. This is illness. This is disappointment. Blocked. Lack. Stuck. They stuck. Smoking ice. Smoking crack. Whatever the hell it is. Sucker. You a sucker. Yeah, you a sucker, Logan. Yep. Yep. Over there by Eastboro. Yeah, you a sucker. And somebody dodged this bullet. We got letter N. Somebody dealing with the ops. Look, it says, heard about you and him made me so jealous. It says she or he didn't end up making them happy. Somebody was disappointed. We got white female. If your man only knew that you had a lot of options. Somebody with glasses. And then we got a slumlord, infinity. Look, somebody was messing with somebody's vehicle or property. This could include a boss. We got second shift, afternoon shift. Somebody takes another person's kindness for weakness. They've been lying, thinking it's for your own good. Energy vampires, draining. Look, somebody's shit was laced. Cult. We got Ford car. We got lonely child, young boy. It could actually be a young boy. And we got daycare. Some type of trafficking. They're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Something ain't right here. And we got Malibu. Okay, moving on. We got sometimes history don't mean shit. Somebody sneaky, always lying, not dependable. They're canceled. They missed the opportunity. Yeah, did it on them by Nicki Minaj. It done turned into Carrie, where they kept picking on her, and then she done just set the whole fucking town on fire. Everybody died that pretty much was laughing at her ass. They all died. They all burned. Yeah. We gotta let her in. They looking like straight clowns out here. Attracting drama. And paternity is questionable. Bribes and blackmail. Somebody was taking care of a child that is not even theirs. Okay, we got threesomes and group sex, and they still got that ass left. So this is a female who thought that this was supposed to keep somebody, but really that shit is played out, and that ass stank, and they still got that ass left. Cancer energy. This could involve people that they used to be friends with, but they're not anymore. Okay. We got W. Somebody who's a judge. Somebody who was probably a public defender at some point, but they became a judge. We got mismanagement, accounts, exploitation, fraud. We also got hackers. Kansas City. Somebody refused to take accountability for their actions and time is up. Somebody married. We got weaves and lace fronts. Somebody, this has to do with some IT type stuff. Geek Squad. Somebody tech savvy. Skinny jeans. They could even be working for this lawyer, this judge. And they know that they were supposed to help somebody and defend somebody, and they didn't. They took the money, or they did something fraudulent. They did something unethical. They knew they were supposed to stand up for the right thing. That's what they took an oath to do. That's why they got their degree in the first place. But they didn't honor this. Yeah, you had one job and you failed. Then we have an aunt having sleepless nights. Somebody unemployed. Domestic violence. Apartment. Built on a shaky foundation. Yeah, she creeping. Somebody's inconsiderate and selfish. They don't give a damn about anybody else. And they trying to play in people's energy. Devil energy. Yeah, this auntie is a devil. Rituals. This is somebody that smokes a lot of cigarettes. Then we got Marilyn. Letter P. This goes back to the video I just did. Yeah, from Maryland, letter P. Also somebody that drives an Explorer. Vivid dreams going on, messages, getting signs, set it off. Yeah. It's the lifestyle, not the paper. This is somebody in the public eye. Yeah, the good wife. A wife. There's a RICO case here. Many people involved. Something with witness protection. South Carolina. And a house. Somebody's an outdoors person. Fishing, hunting, camping, hiking. Out of town. In Connecticut. But also locally. When we go local, because that's what's coming next. Local. Keep in mind all these initials, because this is like judges and lawyers and people that were involved in making some shit go down, and they knew that it was unethical the whole time. They agreed to be a part of it. Also, is something going on here where a small town girl is linked into some pretty powerful people and nobody even knew the whole entire time. Okay? Locally, a lie has to be supported by a whole bunch of liars. And what was taken will be returned tenfold. Because, yeah, there's a thin line between authority figure and criminal. That's why they had to F around and find out. They're really for the streets. And yeah, we got justice coming with this bogus case. This is a setup. It's not real. And everybody knows that. And my spirit team said to post this shit. All eyes on me and all eyes on them. And yeah, it's the power of prayer. Okay? Also including a public defender, bank accounts, somebody with a beard, teamed up with karmics against someone. Also an uncle. Okay? Met their match. Letter J. Also, there's somebody letter J who's somebody's uncle. Their uncle to someone's child who has a beard. And it's probably turning gray. And somebody knows what you did. Okay? We also got car crash. This ended in somebody passing away. What they did, yeah. Now it's time for mental healing. And somebody ended up having a dark night of the soul. We got the hangman. This is sacrifice, release, attachment, surrender, letting go, pause, reflection, a new perspective. That's all they did. All these people that did this bullshit, that's all they gave somebody. They were able to release it and they were able to find a new perspective. And it's the Demon Slayer hoe. Right here in Kansas. Yeah, the Demon Slayer. What I was born to do. And they know that people are being treated unfairly, including people with disabilities. Yeah, also in Kansas. And now they've cursed their entire bloodline. Triggered. Very triggered. A bunch of thieves. And there's foul play here, unlawful, dishonest behavior. Okay? In some cases, death. Yep. And this was very thought out and planned. This was not an accident. Because they wanted money. Also, the movie Mo Money is about a corporation who was stealing money. Breadcrumbing, doing the bare minimum, and then trying to twist it and turn it around on the people that are actually doing the hard work, doing the real labor. Okay? And then trying to play in somebody's face. But nah, we gonna keep our foot on their neck. Yep, not backing down. They stay trying to confuse you or throw you off, but the joke's on them. We got a male in his feminine energy. They're dealing with the option. They're a part of the problem, and it's mask off. They're a people pleaser. They care too much what people think. Gang stalking. I see you. We got reckless. They out here trying to infect people. Yeah, thought they knew you, but they didn't know anything. Bartender. Somebody dealing with bird brains. And somebody's playing both sides. We got in-laws. This probably has to do with a brother-in-law. It ain't safe. Somebody also is a man with braids. Somebody's delusional. Yeah, they tried to create a false narrative. Something they got going on at the mall. Whole vibes. They doing a whole lot. And they being exposed. Tell your brother to go sit down. Tell your brother-in-law to go sit down. It ain't happening. Somebody's been keeping a big secret for years. They can't handle the truth. White cream ivory vehicle. Now they're ready to tell the truth. Or they thought they were. And they changed their mind. This is current energy. But somebody already knows what the truth is. So it doesn't matter if you want to come forward and tell this person or not. They've already used their intuition and accepted the truth. Okay? Just because you can't accept it, this person already knows the truth. It doesn't matter if you're ready for it or not. Buckle up. It's spiritual warfare. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Somebody with psychic gifts, an empath, a healer, someone who's spiritual, someone who's gifted. Death magic reversed. American Ultra. This is when they kept that boy in that town. They wouldn't let him leave the town. And that girl was like assigned to be with him, but she ended up actually falling for him. But he ended up getting his powers unlocked, and he figured out the truth. Okay? We got Hawaii transactions. Something a few days, but I've had these cards for like some days. Hostage, somebody held against their will. Old house, something being recorded. We got Sons of Anarchy. That could have to do with races, gang shit, motorcycles. Sometimes the one you take a bullet for ends up being the one holding the gun, and something with fire. We got twin flame, but flame sticks out because we got fire. We got disabilities. And this could definitely go back and forth to whatever I was talking about earlier. Dealing with someone with disabilities. Someone's trying to cover things up. Tahoe Suburban. Yeah, I think this just went back to what I was talking about. They thought somebody was just like the rest. And now they're bothered. And this is somebody trying to act innocent and act like they care about other people, but they don't. They've been up here taking money and doing fraudulent shit just as well. We got fake accounts. Planning dark shit. But somebody's protected, dummy. That's why they're gooped and gagged. Face crack. Gossip, rumor, scandal. Yeah, because they know what it is, and they know who somebody is. And they know what somebody is standing for. And some of them are watching from fake accounts, but they ain't going to say nothing because they know that this shit is the truth. Otherwise, they would have went and told, like they do everybody else, and says something. But they're not going to report this because they know this shit is the truth, right? Right. Yeah, with these case studies and experiments going on right here in Topeka, motherfucking Kansas. We got Pontiac. Somebody Latin. They want to be done playing games. We got abusers. Yeah. Mean girls. Mean girls and mean boys. Time's up. We got somebody with a bald head. Kids play sports and they probably play sports. Getting on the highway. Look, training day. They training. And no, can't trust nobody. Can't trust none of these people. I know. Your light bothers the demons. Pay attention. It's time for them to liquidate. Something with health insurance, life insurance, any kind of insurance. Because they're money hungry. They're greedy. There's a lot of initials. I'm going to end this video. I'm not trying to make them too long. And I'm going to keep going. If you watch my video, I appreciate you. Holla at your girl.